Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Pillars of Eternity, The White March. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that he chose to join me today as we continue to talk with Barath here, and we're gonna talk with the other gods as well. He wants us to return Theas to the cycle, and basically that's what I wanted to do, and something that I think I've talked about before. Our mission here is to meet him, try and decipher why exactly I've been awakened, or how, or what exactly is going on, and try to stop this whole Hollowborn nonsense that's going on right now. Woodika apparently is the one he serves, so that's the goddess that, well, I should have picked up on that before. I probably did, but I kind of forgot. She's the goddess that Theos serves. We've found the Latin key in the Woodika temple below First Fires, I think it was, in Defiance Bay, a long time ago, and from then on, I think that's who she's serving. But why exactly does Woodika even need Theos' help? And why do you need mine, for that matter? The gods guide souls through the cycle of death and rebirth, but Eora is the domain of mortals. We stand aside, weights and counterweights. We're one to alter the ties of Kith, all would follow. We would tip this world from its axis. That is why Woodika directs a mortal to do her bidding, and why any who would stop Theos must be mortal as well. So what end would it serve to send the souls back into the cycle? Attending to these souls is a question of stability, Watcher, of maintaining natural order of the world and the ebb and flow of essence. Couldn't they be returned to Hollowborn? As battered, burdened things, but do you mix soured wine with fresh? The kindness you seek lies in giving them a new beginning, not in shackling them to this life. I'm okay with that. If Theos has meddled with these souls, perhaps it would be better to destroy them. The cycle is merciless, but it is not wasteful. Time and endless procession of rebirths eventually grinds souls into dust, but until then, they must pass from the world and return to it. Their continuing movement advances the cycle itself. Oh. Interesting. Cycles are changeless and monotonous. Surely there's a better alternative. The illusion of revolution? It is merely part of another cycle, and a painful one. True change has structure, geometry. It is the product of cycles within cycles, 1,000 gears spinning and moving the universe by degrees. What's wrong with Woodika seizing this power? The cycle of Kith is a thing of balance. Likewise, it is the cycle of gods. We rise and fall in the favor of mortals, only to fall and rise again. But Woodika seeks the power to place herself outside this cycle. She would root herself and grow to the detriment of others. So basically, this is a god's war? Is that what you're telling me right now? Well, yeah, but she needs men to do that, so I guess it's just men doing things. I think I understand what you're telling me. I only show you the motion of the universe, Watcher. But I don't see what this has to do with me. Theos builds a dam to divert water from a stream. The flow of thousands of souls will shape the world you live in, Watcher. It will also shape the world your soul returns to in its next lives. I must go to Sun in Shadow now.
No mortal can survive the descent into the pit. But there are souls on the burial isle that are pledged to me.
I kind of killed them already.
I will grant them to you, and they shall bear you down safely, as well as light the way beyond.
Return them to the cycle, Watcher. Promise that you will, and I shall give you power befitting a champion of death. Accept my favor, however, and I will demand this decision as your due. I collect from all mortals in time. I promise to return souls to the cycle, yes. So be it, Watcher. Do not forget your promise. The usher reaches out and places a bony hand on your forehead. His touch overwhelms you and you feel yourself expand. Blinded, you reach out only to find another grasping hand of the same size and shape as yours reaching back. Kirino has been granted Barrett's Spoon. When at last you open your eyes again, you are standing in Tyr Everon filled with Barrett's power. That's one done right there. We can go for another one, right? I think so. Hylia would be the one. Servant of Death completed. Let's look at the thing that we got. The Barrett Spoon, whatever the name of that thing is. Let's see. So we got Barrett Spoon over there. What is it? +1 resolve, +5 defense against petrified, paralyzed attacks. That is not that great. Well, I guess it's better than nothing. Another adventure has been added. Let's send... Yeah, send her. So... That's that. Bareth is done. Hylia. Let's pray to Hylia. You kneel. While you pray, you feel the space around your body shift and melt, and you find yourself in a vision of the mountaintop temple. Yet you see neither worshippers nor a dragon, but a tree. Its limbs warp or wrap around the perimeter of the temple, tapering into twigs and branches of all sizes and angles. They seem too long and too numerous to be held up by the meager trunk, but they hold steady in the breeze. A single sparrow lands on the nearest branch. It watches you. Let's whistle at the bird, see what happens. You whistle to the first tune that pops into your head. The sparrow blinks its beady eyes and hops closer to you along the branch. It bobs its tiny head and opens its beak, and the rich, trilling melody that spills forth is the song of a chorus of birds. A massive flock descends with the thundering of wings and whooping, screeching, chirping calls. They fill the boughs of the tree by the thousands, birds of every shape, size, and color nestling next to one another. A breeze ripples through the air, the limbs sway, cracking with a strange, gentle rhythm. A few hundred of the birds flit from their branches, forming a brilliantly variegated flock in the front of the tree. As they meet and swoop in unison, you catch a glimpse of someone looking back at you, cloaked by the flurry of feathers. For a moment there, this looked like one of the Disney movies from the beginning of last century, with all the birds singing like. But there we go. I catch a glimpse of someone looking back at you, cloaked by the flurry of feathers. Watcher, says the Grieving Mother. I believe we stand in the legendary court of birds. She closes her eyes and raises her face to the sky. I feel a presence, warmth, and hope. By the way, she said this before with Bareth. Is she the only one that can see this, or can we all see this?
You journeyed to my temple and rid it of the dragon. Now my faithful may return, singing their joy to the skies and praising me through their creation.
Life is creation and celebration. I am glad to have served you in this. The breeze blows through the tree. A dove tucks its head in its feathers and watches you.
Glad because you seek to protect life, or because you seek a patron. And yet you have proven yourself with this task. I would tell you of another.
Arcanon. Theos X Arcanon has gone to Sun in Shadows to strengthen Boudica 2000. I'm listening. Let's go with that one. The birds return to the tree and nestle among their peers. The breeze ripples through the branches again, carrying the goddess's voice.
You must stop Theos, and you must undo the tragedy he has wrought.
The Grieving Mother rocks on her feet. There is a way, Watcher. There is hope yet. Birds all over the tree begin to chirp and sing, and in the rise and fall of their voices, Hylia speaks. Theos acts, but is moved by another. The exiled queen whispers in his ear, that's Boudica, urges him to rob the living and the unborn of their souls for her benefit, and he has obeyed. She will consume them, grow powerful, while 1,000 empty children are born, but there is still time to reverse this tragedy. How could I return things to the way they were? The birds suddenly fall silent, watching you. The voice on the wind returns. Guide the trapped souls back to the bodies they were stolen from, Hollowborn children whose eyes have never seen the sun. The Grieving Mother claps her hands once, setting off the music of chimes. After long years, let their wounds be healed, their tears dried. You could restore them, give their families hymns of joy after years of lament. Peace and restoration give purpose to suffering. There is no meaning, no redemption in pain that does not lead to fulfillment. Symmetry demands that great rejoicing follow suffering such as this. Thank you, Hylia. I will that's actually... Oh, perhaps it would be better to allow these souls to find new lives? Also, okay, so she wants me to bring them back? Oh, that's right, that's what she's saying. No, I promised Bareth. Apparently, that's true. Yeah, perhaps it would be better to allow these souls to find new lives. The Grieving Mother gapes at you in horror. Give them first these lives, Watcher. Let them know the love of parents who waited for them, tended them, and let their return bring healing to the Deerwood. How can they continue to another when they have not fully lived this life? To pass them along to another now is cutting a stanza from a poem, a verse from a song. I am not sure that it's possible to truly undo the harm Theos has caused. You hear the cry of swift, soft, and plaintive. Perhaps the years cannot be forgotten, and for some, perhaps it's already too late. But if you could restore even one soul, kindle one spark of life, raise one voice in joy, it would be worth it. Thank you, Aelia. I will continue to Sun in Shadows.
When you reach the Burial Isle, you will find souls there that I have granted reprieve for their sins. I give these to you, for only they can bear you to safety on your journey down. And when you face Theos and the rotting fruits of his endeavors, remember the conversation we have had. In that moment, you will have power rivaling a god's. And after it, you will live in the world that you have chosen. Choose Restoration, Watcher. Return the souls to the bodies they were stolen from. Swear to me that you will do this, and I shall give you power to make even Woodica quake. I can be merciful and terrible, Watcher.
The Grieving Mother's eyes are fever bright. Watcher, this is the hope I have held to, that the children of the Deerwood might be restored, their families healed. Let us bring Hylia's restoration to this country. Can this be done, though? I promised Barath. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up so hard right now. I am messing around with the gods. I'm gonna promise her. I am about to promise her to... Yeah, I think so. Let's see. Oh, so I shouldn't have. I should have heard all the gods and then decided. Oh. Well, I am gonna go with the Grieving Mother. I like her character, so let's... Yeah, let's side with her. She wants me to do this, so... Yeah, nobody really wants what Barath wants, even though I think it's the best choice. I don't know. I swear to return the souls of the Hollowborn Children of the... To the Hollowborn Children of the Deerwood. And I shall remember. The dark wings snap shut, and the tiny sparrow flits to your shoulder. It tilts its head back and opens its beak, and the song that fills forth is like nothing you've ever heard. Melodies, at once mournful and beautiful, entrance you. The world becomes a place of pure color and sound. Each perfect moment follows the next like the lines of a poem or the bar of a song. And I have been granted Hylia's boon. You awaken as if from a dream, standing in everyone. Hylia's song and the power of her blessing follows you still. Crap. I am not sure exactly what's gonna happen. Can I just, like, spare some, kill some, whatever, do, you know, not sure what's gonna happen. I am so gonna mess things up right now. Do I still have Barath's boon? I don't. Okay, so maybe Barath doesn't really mind. That's fine. So I got 1 perception and 1 lore. That is exactly what I need. Well, perception anyway, which it's fine. I have a lot of anyways, which is kind. It's kind of like, whatever. 23. Yeah. The interrupt is very, very good. Very good. Let's go ahead and have a chat with Galawain, I think it was. The god of the hunt, if I remember correctly. If I remember, oh, no, that's the guy of the one for entropy and cold, and this is one for the hunt. If I remember correctly, I might be wrong on that one. I'm not gonna promise him anything. It's more about killing and just natural order, and I'm not really a fan of that. So let's go ahead and do that. You kneel prepared for the shift at this time. The cool stone gives way to warm soil, soft and loamy. The candle smokes dissipates, replaced by the musk of the forest. The hound howls from the foliage. I've come to seek Galawain's favor. The howling beast falls silent. You hear a rustling in the foliage nearby. Something is watching you. Let's howl back as we did before. Something leaps from the bushes nearby. You find yourself pinned on your back and staring into amber eyes of a massive hound. The beast looks at you. Gleaming fangs protrude from the sides of its mouth. Its nose twitches as it inhales your scents, starting at your shoulders and proceeding down the length of your arm. You follow its nose to your end, which is covered in blood. A tongue of red as meaty as a steak lolls out of its mouth and swipes your bloody hand. Its lips curl into what looks like a smile. The beast looks back at you as it fixes you with its glowing eyes. Its muzzle retreats into a long, bearded face, and its pointed ears lengthen, dropping to the size of its head. What was a massive hound becomes a giant of a man, his broad, muscled shoulders draped with furs. He holds a flint knife to your neck and grins, revealing a row of long, pointed teeth.
The lioness reigns still, and soon her cubs will rise. Why did you strike the bear down?
The lioness had found an advantage and held it. Her cunning made her more deserving champion.
Strength begets strength. The mighty seize an advantage in their jaws and do not let go. They shake and wring it, puncture its arteries with sharpened fangs. Blood whets their appetite.
He lets out a howl that rings through the air. He lowers his head, puffs of steam rising from its panting mouth. Twigs crunch and branches snap. The ground shivers under the weight of a pacing, prowling footsteps. A dozen beasts, bear, wolves, and long-fanged cats stalk out of the undergrowth, their matching amber eyes fast on you. Such ferocity, says the Grieving Mother. Beasts that glory in bloodshed, in destruction. What would an allegiance with one such as him mean? As the beasts encircle you, their master rises from to his feet. Even the largest of the bears can only reach his round and muscle-knotted shoulders. You stand, mindful of the ring of predators surrounding you.
You sought and won the favor of Galawain. What new prey do you now pursue?
I must stop Theos X Arcanon from feeding thousands of souls to Boudica. A sudden blast of heat scalds your face, and even as you turn away, a flash of light sears your vision through your eyelids. When you look back, you see a woman in full plate standing next to Galawain.
So you know. No doubt
Magrin.
one of the others has already enlisted you, and with a different purpose. Nevertheless, hear us.
Magrin?
Track Theos. Follow the trail he has left for you, and corner him in sun and shadow.
You must stop him before he empowers Boudica.
And if you do, you will have a different decision to make.
Abaddon? What? They're all talking to me right now. Why? So many gods! No! I'm afraid. I'm kind of intimidated a little bit. Who the hell's Abaddon? I don't remember Abaddon. Is he not like the guy likes death, but not recycling of death or whatever? The recycling of death. No, I don't remember who he is. Magrin is the goddess of fire or something like that. And if you... Oh, Durance is here as well. Oh, I was gonna say that it's a good thing Durance can't hear this, but apparently he can. And if you believe you are free to make that decision how you wish it, you have not been listening to our conversations along the road. Yeah, I don't believe in your conversations, Durance, so shut up.
Souls were ripped from the world, ripe and full and pulsing with essence. Scatter them like bones to a pack of dogs. Their essence will strengthen the souls of the Deerwood. Let the remains of the dead feed the survivors.
Why would I feed the lost soul's essence to the rest of the Deerwood?
To breed strength. Power is born from the mixing of essence and blood.
What Theos did cannot be undone. Thousands of lives have changed, and thousands more have ended because of his actions. But transformation gives purpose to trial.
And improvement is the goal of all Kith. Long lives, prosperous futures, stronger minds and bodies. Strengthening those who remain will help repair the damage that Theos has done to the Deerwood.
I don't think so. I mean, I understand their point, but it's... I mean, people can change the future. The fact that they're stronger helps that, but the fact that they exist is more important. People is what matters, I think. So, yeah, I don't see why I should care.
Because your soul will be at her mercy, and already you know too much.
Boudica will not keep the pact. She will interfere with mortals the very way we have always avoided. Your development will no longer be in your own hands.
Stagnation. You will be caged and stunted.
my soul as well, apparently. Are you saying that I... nah. No. I've got to find Theus.
And when you descend the pit to Sun in Shadow, you can count on our assistance to see you safely through. As I hope we can count on yours when you reach the bottom. There are many souls upon the Burial Isle that are sworn to serve us. They belong to you now, and they shall guide your descent.
Beware the promises of a God Watcher. They are binding, but only you in one direction. Duran's face is grave. The beasts grow restless, pawing the ground and eyeing you with renewed interest. The bear sniffs at the ground next to your leg. One Stelgar skulks into the circle, its amber eyes glowing. Galloway hurls its knife between your feet, sinking it to its handle. He raises his empty hand.
Hunt him, mortal. And when you stop him, let the souls he has captured feed the deer wood.
Strengthen the souls of those who remain. Prepare them to face the challenges that will follow. Pledge that you will do this, and we will grant you a power fit for the finest warrior who ever lived.
Betray us, and my beasts shall track you down. Our allegiance is not to be accepted and cast aside.
I would hear what the other gods have to say first.
Consider and calculate. But decide.
Galloway's hand falls, and the growling pack lunges into the circle. The vision vanishes in an instant, returning you to Ter Evron, where burning candles replace the glowing eyes of Galloway's beasts. So I don't think we're gonna have any problem with Barath. I'm not gonna betray him, because I think... Can I go back? Let's have a chat. Let's just go ahead.
Time to bring out the bedrolls, I think.
I think so, but yeah, let's... Oh, wait a minute, I can't... Oh, yeah. I will betray Barath. Oh well. I guess. Bye-bye. Yeah, things are gonna go bad. He's gonna come for us. Well, do I still have the boon? As long as I have the... do I have both boons? No, I don't have. I only have Hylia's boon. Okay, so that one superseded the last one, which is okay. That gives me a little bit of hope that Barath will be okay with our situation. Let's just talk with whoever was it, Garlic Makers. Yeah, that guy. Let's go ahead and do that. You pray again, and the vision of the white plains emerges. The driving wind returns in a chaos of whirling snow. Something moves at the center of the blizzard, plodding but relentless. As the snowstorm gets closer, you see an Oryx, as colossal and slow as a glacier. Its shaggy white hair is matted with frost, but beneath it, ribs like a ship's frame protrude. A man, emaciated and almost naked, huddles at the beast's legs. His body is scored with lash marks, and his nose and ears have been carved from his face. His black eyes pierce the white out. I think this guy's gonna want us to destroy the souls, not to return them, not to scatter them, and not to return them to the people, but to destroy them. I think that's what he wants. The Oryx stops and stands before you, enveloping you in the violent blizzard that surrounds it. Though its mouth does not move, the beast speaks in a deep, thunderous voice.
A clan of Glamfelin ventured from the Whitefat Wens to find the crack in the ice. When you sealed it, you damned their souls to a slow weathering here, one they had sought to escape.
Their recklessness endangered the rest of Oldsong.
For each there is a season watcher. Winter's shroud covers all things in its time. The heat and energy of life dissipates, and untethered essence fades into chaos. But entropy is a chisel of ice and a hammer of wind. It is not for mortals to wield these tools.
The world shudders beneath you, and a great crack echoes across the white expanse. The ice splits at your feet, waves lapping through the rift.
The Watcher seeks something long lost.
Ondra.
What is it you search for?
Theos Ix Arcanon, the man responsible for my current... Yeah, the thousands of souls that Theos has stolen for Wurica.
Theos has removed these souls from the cycle. They are ice melting in the sun. Let them fade.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Let them forget this world and be forgotten by it.
Take the souls she so desires and grind them into dust. Let her see her careful schemes thoroughly ruined.
The last one sounded a little nastier than the other two. Yes, it did. For several seconds, the waves wash quietly against the ice and the Oryx stands silently amid the churning flurries.
It is the destiny of all things to crumble and join the chaos that follows this world. Some seek it willingly, as you have seen.
To mingle, roiled and stirred by the tides of the universe. It is not an unkind fate.
In comparison? I don't think so, yeah. Why do you oppose Wurika?
She desires to order chaos and shackle the agents of change in the world. Under her, all things would remain static and frozen according to her laws.
Even now, she only barely keeps the pact of the gods to leave the affairs of Kith in mortal hands. She moves in Theos where she cannot move directly.
And so we call on you to do the same. Such are the schemes of the queen that was.
You would give these souls the very fate you sought to deny the Glenfellan pilgrims. That was actually something that I was thinking. So they wanted to kill themselves, basically. Return to the... Yeah. That's... I'm just now really understanding what they actually wanted, but... So...
I am the beast of winter. I neither speed nor alter my path for the whims and desires of Kith. I take souls at the time of my choosing, be it mote by mote or in a sudden tempest of chaos.
These souls, they have already forgotten their place in this world. They have been lost to existence. Let them be memorialized and mourned for an age, and then forgotten entirely.
That'd be evil, I think. I don't know, I'll seek Theos in Sun in Shadows.
When you reach the Burial Isle, we will send lost souls to guide you through the pit. This is our gift to you. What you do after you face Theos will be your choice, but we would have you set the stolen essence adrift.
And whether you would heed us or no, understand that our end comes to all things eventually. Help us achieve it, and we shall reward you now with a power to rival Theos's.
But do not choose lightly. We forget nothing, least of all a betrayal.
I would hear what other gods have to say first.
Do not wait forever. We wait, but Theos does not.
Rimmergan continues towards you, swallowing you in a blinding, deafening snowstorm. You experience a dizzying, exhilarating disorientation, oblivious to the landscape around you and even the reality of your own body. You hear a noise that could be shrieking winds or a screeching cackle, and then it recedes with everything else. Rimmergan reappears in the distance, trudging away from you, and the whiteout follows him. As the vision of snow fades, it leaves in its wake the flagstones of Tyr Evron. And we've completed that quest, and I'm going with her. Yeah, I messed up. I know. And, if I were, well, I can still, you know, this is an easy thing. I can easily replay this last episode, or I know, since I have the autosave since I entered here, I could replay that and not promise Bareth what I promised, but I want to see what happens. And well, if I were you and I were playing the game by my own and just watching other people play on the internet, I would not want to do what I've done. But I am gonna do it for you, so you can see what messing around with gods will get you in this game. But for now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Pillars of Eternity, The White March. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and leave a comment, like the video, but above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye!